Hiya. So, I thought I would do a quick wee video to explain lack of any productions this week. Uh, some of you are going to be aware that from Wednesday until Sunday night, I was on something of a kind of mini tour of the Highlands, and obviously doing what I usually do and just collecting as much footage as I could as I went around. And on the Saturday, I did a hike. It was a solo hike because my pal Aki's, who I was on the tour with, he decided he wasn't going up to Fyrish Monument because it's up quite a long incline before you get to it. So he hung back in the motor. He ended up getting a nap. He was quite stoked to tell me, so uh, that was nice for him. But when we came back to the house that we're staying at after Fyrish, I transferred all of my data, all of the footage that I'd obtained thus far from the Wednesday to Saturday onto my external hard drive using his laptop because my laptop wasn't for recognising my phone. I've then kind of checked, made sure, yep, all the footage is moved over. It's fine. It's something I do a lot. Um, so I knew folders there that I've made up for this stuff. Everything is populated inside the folder. That's fine. And closed down his laptop, plugged my external hard drive into my laptop, so I could like just kind of go about kind of sectioning stuff up into like the individual places and by day and stuff. And I went and I gave his laptop back to him. Came back upstairs, had a look, and the folder that I just created in my external hard drive while attached to his computer wasn't there. None of the footage was on the external hard drive. It was gone, and I don't know where it went to. Now, the problem with that was that after I transferred the data and made sure that everything had transferred fine and I was confident, yep, everything's there, that's it done, I made space on my phone by selecting everything I just transferred over and deleted it. And the computer's like, oh, that's a bit much info, like for the recycle bin. You want to permanently delete this? I'm like, yeah, man, it's fine. Like it's on the hard drive. So I didn't have any backup copies on my phone. My hard drive wasn't for finding it. I searched my laptop just for the name of the folder, and it found nothing. I actually then went and got his laptop, replugged everything back into his, and did a search on his laptop. Nothing. It was just all gone, and it would be fine, I guess. We could redo the most of what we'd done at a later date, like just count it as a loss, do it again at another given moment. I mean, it did take a year for us to get back up to Inverness and up Dornoch and Galsby way. Um, so it probably wasn't something that we were going to do again very soon. But Fyrish was a problem. I'm a cardiac outpatient. My heart does stupid things all the time. I had a procedure done in November of last year to kill off a bunch of nerves around my heart that were making it do stupid things. And so getting up to Fyrish was really difficult for me. I had to stop a lot on the way up just because my heart genuinely just felt like it was going to burst out my chest. I was shaky with it, like it was really working overtime. And you couldn't even sit for very long to recover because the moment you stopped for any amount of time, all the wee biting bugs would like find you, you know. Um, and I got so much footage on the way up to the monument, at the monument itself, and a few bits on the way back down again. There was like a pool halfway up that was absolutely gorgeous, great place to stop, and there are just dragonflies everywhere, and I can't remember ever seeing dragonflies like myself. And all I have left from that is 2 photos that I shared from the top of it. It really was like pretty difficult for me. And the fact that I didn't have anyone joining me means that I don't even have a second person's footage to use. So I got a hold of the people that made the hard drive. They were of no help whatsoever. They said they don't have a data recovery service, gave me a bunch of third-party options that was going to cost quite a bit of money to today. And I was freaking out, like just super stressed about the whole thing. Just kind of devastated to have just lost so much footage. But again, especially Saturday's trip. I got a hold of a friend who is fairly tech savvy, and he had me run a few CDOS executions on the computer, in a bid to try and like initiate some kind of data search. I'm not really sure. I was just doing what he was saying, taking a photo, sending it to him, going, and he's like, "Yep, okay, now do this photo," just over and over and over again for a few hours. I know, meow. And um, so when I got home, we ended up getting home on the Monday, and we left on the Sunday night because of the big storm that was coming in, and we didn't want to get stuck on the flooded roads. Nay, baby. Um, and so I was in the house on Monday, and my pal ran a file, used TeamViewer, ran I think it's test disk data recovery. So, and it was like quite fairly quick. It took like a couple hours, I think. But at the end, it said something about like a partition being corrupt or something. And honestly, I was just to burst into tears and give it all up for lost because I know, meow, because it just seems like, well, if it's corrupted, then I'm never getting my data back. But he was like, no, it doesn't mean you're. We've got other things to try. It's like, okay. So he started this 2:30 on Monday afternoon. He started running whatever process to recover the data from my hard drive, and that was 2:30 Monday afternoon. We are now at like, I know, meow, like 11 o'clock Friday evening, and we're at 35% complete. So I've not had my computer to do anything. I don't have my hard drive. Um, Everything, all like my pending projects and half that would have been released. I've got Dumfries, Return to Dumfries Part 2, literally just needs half an hour of like editing, and then it's ready to go. I can't do that. It's all on the hard drive, and it's out of commission. And the fact that it's taken like 4.5 days for this software to get to 35% suggests to me that I'm not going to have access to my data for a while. So I just wanted to let folk know that if you're awaiting any new videos from me, I think the most you're going to get is daft videos for TikTok and the cats and various other shenanigans, because I have no footage to put together. For a bit, it's all on the hard drive, and my friend is 95% sure. He says he's 95% sure that he's going to be able to recover some of it. I am afraid I don't have the same positivity. I feel like I've been going through stages of grief on this one. Like I've lost something that's I feel is quite important. I'd really been looking forward to going through the Firish footage, like on getting back, to see how it kind of come out, because it felt like it was so difficult for me just to get up to the monument in the first place that it felt like a proper achievement, and the footage that I got was going to be evidence of that achievement, I guess. I think if someone was able to tell me, listen, you're going to lose all your data right back to the start of June, everything that you transferred onto the hard drive, you're going to lose, but we can get you Firish. I'd be like, take it, take the rest of it. That's the bit that I want like the most. So I'm out of the game for the time being, through no choice of my own, through sheer necessity. Why are you shouting so much? Nah? Why are you shouting so much, boy? Nay? I know. He's annoyed he's not getting all my attention for the time being. He gets all my attention all the time, which is probably why he's annoyed that he's not getting it. um so yeah, that's where we're at. Uh I I don't know. I've got books that I can type up and upload to rsh.scot. It's been a minute since I did that, since I had time to do that, because editing these videos for Out and Abouts, along with working a full-time job, kind of takes me almost an entire week to do, and it takes me away from my books more often than not. So I may do that, but I'm afraid there's not going to be any Out and About footage being posted anytime soon by the looks of it. The moment this is done and the hard drive is available to me again, once this process is finished running, I will just complete the Return to Dumfries Part 2 and I'll stick that out. But the tour up to the Highlands, I don't know what I'm going to have to post for that. It may just be the last day, Sunday, Saturday night and Sunday, because I still have that on my phone. But it's in the God's hands now. So thank you for listening, and cheers for any continued support, because I appreciate it a lot, and it's the only thing that's keep me going at the moment, really, because I've been really sad and stressed, and it's nice to know that there are lovely folk out there who aren't just going to shout at me for not putting out some kind of video or whatever. So I appreciate it. Cheers.